Hi, this is Glenn Hughes, and you're watching for BassPlayersOnly.com.
Hi everyone, John Liebman here. You're watching for BassPlayersOnly.com. Coming to you today on location from Hollywood, California, with our very special guest, Glenn Hughes. Hey, Glenn.
How are you? Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. We did a phone interview a while ago, but it's nice to have a video in person, face to face, so I can see you and touch you and sit right next to you. Let's talk about those early days in England. How would you describe your musical upbringing and what attracted you to the bass?
Well, I was playing guitar in the 60s, and I was asked to join a band with my best friend. My best friend was 4 years older than I. His name is Mel Galley. May he rest in peace. And he asked me to join a band he was playing in. Therefore, I had to stop playing guitar. Let's say I was playing guitar on Thursday. On Friday morning, I was learning how to play bass to play that evening. So I was kind of rushed into playing the bass. There's no mistakes in God's world. Everything's supposed to happen in its time. And looking back at my life, everything has happened for a specific reason. So I want to thank Mel for leading me and opening through the door to playing bass.
You know, you talked about all the groups in our last interview, Trapeze and all the other stuff that you had done, and the record that had come out at the time with Jason Bonham and California Breed and the young guitar player.
Yes.
But I've got to ask you about Deep Purple. I mean, tell me how that gig came about. I remember reading an interview. You said it wasn't just playing the bass, but singing was very important to you also. But tell me about the Deep Purple gig.
They call me into New York. I saw him play at Madison Square Garden, and they'd call me into the Marriott Essex House in New York to a meeting, not knowing they were asking Paul Rodgers to sing for them, and they were asking me to play bass and sing as well, like kind of a second singer or a dual singer. And of course, Paul Rodgers at that moment in '73 was putting together Bad Company, right. So it was too late. I'd already signed on the dotted line, so it went to the press that I was the new bass player. So because Paul said no, we had to go about finding a new singer, and 6 weeks later we found David Coverdale, who still is one of my greatest friends.
Yeah. Well, what's keeping you busy these days?
A full solo career, touring non-stop. I've just done North and South America. I have a new album coming November 4th.
Which is called?
Resonate. And we start the European tour November 8th. We shall be back in America next April. So my dance card is full.
Well, thanks for taking a few minutes with us.
Yeah.
Tell me about your equipment.
Orange bass equipment. Nothing like it. Incredible sound, incredible people, incredible staff. I have nothing but love for Orange. Absolutely nothing but beautiful things to say. Wow, what a great sounding bass rig I have. Yamaha bass guitars have made me a signature Glenn Hughes model, Relic Gold, with fleur-de-lis icons on the neck and extra fretboard, and it's very live, wiry, P kind of jazz sound. 8 pounds, very light, incredible instrument. Will be out around about the NAMM period. It'll be out for people to purchase and buy, and
NAMM 2017.
Yeah, coming up soon. I mean, we're really coming towards Christmas here, so it's a time for me to let people know what's going on.
All right, and strings, effects?
Diodario, super light. Let's be clear, super light works for me. I play aggressively, but for some reason I don't sort of bend them out of tune. I'm always sort of bending, but I've been very, very fortunate not to have any problems with tuning. So that's important for me. Diodario, a great string company. Digitech bass pedals. I use 2 of them, synth wah pedal, different settings on each one. One to be more of a Stevie Wonder left-handed bass sound, one to be more of a synth wah like it sounds, and a black cat pedal for super overdrive. Really incredible.
Well, your calendar obviously is pretty full for the next, for the foreseeable future, but what about beyond that? Is there something that you'd like to do that you haven't gotten around to, or something you've always wanted to do that you haven't yet accomplished?
Ooh, you know, for me, it's hard to make plans. Black Country Communion to do another album in January. Joe and I are writing that right now. So, you know, in the next year for me, I can only think of like 1 year at a time because I'm so busy doing my solo stuff. I've never in my life been this busy. So when I thought I was going to take it easy, it's like, no, you're not. You're going to be really busy. So I'm really grateful that I'm in shape, physically, mentally, and spiritually. So that's the key element for me, is to be grounded and in the moment.
Are you still playing sports? Because I know we talked about that. You called it soccer, which I was surprised, because I would think that you call it football, but we know.
Well, I've been living here for 43 years. I've just had 2 knees replaced, the left one and the right one.
They are beautiful.
Last January, and so I've learned how to walk again. When I did the Hall of Fame induction, I could barely walk on the stage, so now I'm ready to go. I've had physical therapy for 10 weeks, and you wouldn't even notice I'd had any surgery, so I'm really grateful about that.
Yes. Well, congratulations. Good health to you.
It's all about health.
You look great, and keep it up, and
I'm going to do that.
Keep taking care of yourself.
I'm doing it.
It's tough when you're on the road, isn't it?
It's very tough, but I sleep a lot, and I do warm-ups, both physically and for my vocals, and I watch what I eat.
Yeah. Well, keep doing what you're doing. Obviously, it's working.
Thank you.
Question: Are you coming through Detroit on any of this?
I just played Detroit in August, and I will be back again next August.
Okay, we're gonna get together for a drink or for dinner.
I'd love to have a Diet Coke with you.
Okay, very good. On location in Hollywood, California, with our good friend, the very healthy Glenn Hughes. I'm John Liebman.
Love Detroit, John.
I'm John Liebman, and I love Glenn Hughes.
Love you.
And you're watching for BassPlayersOnly.com.
Peace.